right, here we are. Here we are live on the YouTube. All right, let's knock it up on Facebook. Going live. Going live over here on the Insta. Okay, I think we're here. We're live. Awesome. Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Matt Drinkon, your host of the Eternal Optimism podcast and Pro Advisor Coach. And today is day 41 of 100 Days of Eternal Optimism. Carolina, do you want to get into my lap today? You want to see up here? All right, Carolina's going to join us for the start of the day. All right, so she's now a corpse, just sitting in my body with a laying limp. All right, great. So good morning, Carolina. Oh, Carlos, what's up, brother? It's been a while since Boston Providence back in the day. What's up, man? So as we dive in and get started today, day 41 of 100 Days of Eternal Optimism. I've got a journal reading for you today. We're going to talk about how the quote of the day. Quote of the day. It's okay if you're still trying to figure out what's good for you. It's okay. Because you know what? We don't have to know always what's good for us. We don't have to, there's Justin. Oh, look at that. There's my man, Justin. So as we dive in and get started and talk about it today, you may be 25 or 45 or 65. It doesn't matter what age you are when you're watching this, as you're consuming it. You may still be trying to figure things out. I'm still trying to figure things out. Heck, if you look back in your life, just go back in time and look in your life at different stages. Let's just go in 10-year increments. You know, I'm 45 today. I remember when I was 35, 10 years ago, 35 in 2013, I was working in corporate America, and it was a totally different ballgame. I was in a totally different place in life. I wasn't even married yet. I didn't have kids yet. Life was totally different, right? So if you would have said, fast forward 10 years, you're going to have 3 daughters, you're going to be an executive business coach, you got a podcast, you got all this different stuff happening, and you would have gone up to 278 pounds and then back down to 215 again, you know, and you would say that Florida Atlantic University is in the Final Four. All those things, I wouldn't have said that was going to happen if you would have asked me 10 years ago. 10 years before that, at the age of 25, you would have tried to figure that out. What was going on at 25? At 25, I was back in the Vector Cutco world, man, running a team, having a big division, and in an office and a bunch of sales reps. And oh my goodness, Justin's 53. Whoa, 53. Well, in I guess it's about 7 to 8 years, I'll be 53. What's going to be happening in my world then? Well, let's think about it. In 8 years from now, in 8 years, I'm going to have a 15-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old daughter. Oh, who's calling me right now? Break 19 for the Caroline. Hello. Okay. So you never know what's going to happen. Give yourself a little patience. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You never know what's going to happen. And all we can do is give our best effort each and every day. So it's okay if we haven't figured things out yet. I don't think anyone really truly has figured everything out, because just when you think you got it, life has a way of grabbing you and testing you. And as an eternal optimist, and that's what this channel is all about. That's what we're all about here as an eternal optimist. We see things through a positive lens. We take all the good and the bad, and we turn it all and convert it all into some kind of fuel or energy that we can use to serve our families, to serve each other, to serve the world. You know, all the hard stuff that happens, we use it so that we can learn from it. It's a great gift. It's a great teacher. That is what eternal optimism is, my friends. And today, I'm going to share with you a story. I'm also going to offer you a little bit of patience and grace, because wherever you're at right now, you could be in a great place. You could be in a tough place. Either way, love you and appreciate you, and want you to know it's okay. Have a little patience and grace yourself. You don't have to have everything figured out. All we got to do is put one foot in front of the other and figure it out one step at a time, one day at a time. And we've all made mistakes, and we're going to learn from those. If we allow ourselves, let's learn. Let's keep moving forward. I'm going to read to you from the journal entry this morning. This morning's journal entry. An idea came up yesterday that I want to think about. A fellow podcaster asked me a question. Number one, thank you for making a connection to someone. So appreciated. Yeah, she thanked me for making that connection. And number two, how can I help you? How can I help you? I used to let something like this slide. I didn't see the opportunity. In a sea of other things I was already working on, in this case, I chose to pause and think, well, I read Mark Victor Hansen's book, Ask, which discusses asking for big, bold things. And I thought, what might be a big ask that can serve my audience and the people that my friend serves? So I made a big ask. I asked if we might put on an event together for her community where we taught them something about direct sales, make it free or make it minimal cost to attend, Then for those of her top contributors, give them a special VIP session on a very specific topic. She said she was in. Let's work out the details. So here's the thing, team. Here's the thing. How many times in life has someone said to you, and I'm thinking in terms of a boss, a teammate, a significant other, a friend, how many times has someone said to you, and especially in the business world, someone said to you, how can I help you? How can I help you? I want to help you. How can I help you? Oh, hello, Caroline. Hello. Yes.
I just have a band-aid.
You have a band-aid on your forehead now. All right.
Because I just have a little blood.
Well, you got a little boo-boo? Come here. Come here. Show the team. Let's go. Come on.
I didn't show you a little blood.
Okay. Thank you. Well, then here, take this smiley face. I'm on the live stream. I'm on the live stream. Take my smiley face. There you go. Well, I'm gonna come back here and talk to the audience now.
I want to take those other smiley faces.
Take the other smiley faces then. All right, fantastic. How many times has this happened to you where someone says, how can I help you? Or I want to help you. I want to support you somehow. I want to help you. How can I help? And, oh, I'm good. And the response is, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And I started thinking about this. Caroline, I don't think anyone can see you. No one on Facebook or Instagram can see you. So it looks like I'm talking to the wall. I'm talking to myself. Whoa. Now the YouTube can see it because they got the widescreen up here. They can see you. Not everyone else can. So I'm gonna need you to get into the screen over here. I'm gonna need you to get in here. I'm gonna need you to get in here. All right, or then exit or play over there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I appreciate you. All right. So take this with you. Take this with you. Take this with you. Go over there and see the mommy. All right. Okay. So how many times someone said, how can I help you? And our response is, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Well, I started thinking about this when people started to ask, how can I help you? Because now I've been on a bunch of podcasts. I've been on, I don't know, about 25 or 30 podcasts now, and got one. So I'm working on the ask. So when someone says, how can I help you? I'm having bigger and bolder asks. So for example, when I met Mark Victor Hansen, the Chicken Soup for the Soul genius, who sold 600 million books, and I knew that he wrote a book called Ask, which he sent to me in advance of when I interviewed him on my podcast. I was ready for a big ask. Because I looked up, I've seen him online. I read a couple of his books in high school. And I thought, you know what? I know that he knows people, some big name people out there. And I saw online that he may have connected with several people like Michael Dell and Barack Obama and Oprah Winfrey. And these are people that, I mean, I don't know if they would ever be on my show. Maybe they will. Who knows? I thought I'm going to ask for people like that. So I started to do some really deep searching and figure out what's the biggest, boldest ask that I can make when I have a podcast guest on. What's the biggest, boldest ask I might make when I'm on other people's podcasts? So I started to think about it. And you know what I want to do? I want to play Augusta National, the golf course where they play the Masters every year. So whenever I'm on podcasts now, I always ask the host, I want to put it out there in the world. I'm looking to play Augusta National Golf Club. So I throw it out there. And sometimes I even say it on air on their podcast, and we're going to see what happens. It's a big ask, and just kind of getting my sea legs here on these big asks. So it's we'll see how that goes. But I'm also asking when someone asks me one-on-one privately, like, how can I help you? I'm having bigger asks. Those are for connections to people, right? Those are for how they might be able to support. Or, for example, I have a friend of mine, Jared Muntz, episode number 2 of the Eternal Optimism podcast. When I interviewed Jared, it was last year in April. So it was about 11 months ago. And my daughter was playing soccer for the first time. And Jared, who is a former professional soccer player, he's retired, and now he's a big business builder. Jared, I asked him if he might send something to my daughter, and he sent my daughter like a personal private soccer video for her. That was super cool of him to do, right? So the point is, what is your big ask? If someone says to you, what is it that you might be able, how can I help you? How can I help you? If someone says that, then what's your big ask going to be? Because it's tempting just to say, I'm good. And at the same time, we might be able to say, you know what? Now that you ask, here's my ask. I'm not asking people for money. I might be asking them for some time. What I'm probably most going to ask for is a connection of some kind, a connection or an introduction of some kind. So those are a couple thoughts on the subject of asking and having a big, bold ask. So having shared that, man, it has been a really interesting live stream this morning because Normally, I don't have Caroline in here, who's having a good time in the background. Oh, there she is. She got my chest set. Oh, don't drop all those pieces. Pick the pieces up. Thank you very much. So now I'm completely scatterbrained, uncertain where to go from here because I've been distracted. And if this is your first time, or you're reading this or listening to this, then you'll know that all of these are unplanned and improv. I simply read the journal entry every morning, and I work on. Oh well, here's something. Okay, so back to being focused. So why 100 days of eternal optimism? It's pretty simple. Pretty simple, really. You got two missions these 100 days. Number one is to write a book and publish it. And it was about 2 weeks ago that we inked the deal on my first book, first adult book. Wrote a kid's book 3 years ago, but this is my first adult book. And it's a fictional book, and I cannot wait to tell you more about it. We don't have a title yet. We have the theme, we have the chapters, we know how long it's going to be. We're working on the title. I've hired a company to do it, and it's going to be out by Christmas. So it's not going to be published in these 100 days. But the next step in the book writing process is I've got the editor coming back to me with the outline. And now, once I have the outline, I am going to now write some in each chapter, give it back to the editor. And then from there, the editor and the ghost writer are going to fill in some of the details. This whole concept, this is new to me. This is kind of weird to me, this ghost writer concept, because I thought that every author who wrote a book, I thought they wrote all the book. Like I thought the author wrote every word in the book, and that's actually less and less true nowadays. Is that we have a lot of what you might call ghost writers, like people that are paid to go and write the details in. When you give them a broad scope, people that are professional writers go and write in the actual details. That's how my book's getting done. So I don't want to hide that or pretend that I wrote every word in the book. No, the theme, the character, the story, those are all things that are created by me. Some of the details are written in by the ghostwriter. So that's the step we're on right now. And as we're on this step right now, never give up. As we're on this step right now, that's number one, the 100 Days of Eternal Optimism. Number two mission this time is to create a mastermind course. And I've got my coach. Oh, there he is. What's up, Cal? I got to say what's up to my boy Cal down there. Missed you, man. Hope you're doing well. You still up there in Boston? Hope you're doing well up there. Last time I saw you, Superman, you were looking good. So I'll throw this out there as I start to wrap up. The second thing of 100 Days of Eternal Optimism is create the mastermind course on Thursday, April 13th, my birthday. Thank you very much. I'll be turning a very young 46. And when that happens, on that day, I've got my first course with my coach to work on my mastermind. So I'm excited about that. That's coming up in, I guess, about 2 weeks now. Yeah, about 2 weeks, start the mastermind work on it. It'll be out by July 4th. When it's completed, then I will then start to market it, and we'll start to get our first class of the first mastermind. And I can't wait to come up with a name. That's going to be exciting. So that's what's coming up. And all of this, just to go back to what we started with today. Go back to where we started with today. I'll even go back to the journal and read the quote again. It's okay if you're still trying to figure out what's good for you. It's okay if you're still trying to figure out what's good for you. Because like I said, 10 years ago, what's interesting to me right now is I look down here on the Instagram and I see that there have been a number of people that have showed up, 3 people that have showed up today that were in my life very prominently 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And I've not connected with as much recently. Right? Look over the Instagram and I saw Carlos, and I saw Justin, I saw Cal. And these are people that I look at in previous like professional careers I worked with. And in the last 10 years, I mean, they've even had a different type of relationship with my friend Cal. And it's interesting how when people come into your life, they're here and you are here and you're serving this role, they're serving this role, and you do something together, and then it can be totally different 10 years later. Totally different. Like 20 years ago, I was in Cutco and Vector, and the people that were there at that time, fast forward 20 years till now, a lot of them are some of my best friends. And that's where I'm in the front row dads, because of the guys from Cutco and Vector, John Vroman specifically, my boy Matt King. So I think about this. This is where we're supposed to be right now. Wherever you are right now, it is exactly where you're supposed to be. It is the sum of all the decisions you made in your life have led you to where you're at right now. And as a result of that, we've got to own it. We got to own where we are right now and be okay with it and accept it. Accept it. Because what's up next? Who knows? But whatever it is, We're going to ride this train to the end, and we're going to accept it. We're going to love every single step of the way. That doesn't mean every step of the way is going to be easy. It just simply means that we're going to enjoy this ride called life, the train of life. Woo, man, I've come up with some doozies today. The train of life, man. So having said that, 7:14 a.m. It's time to get on with the day. Team, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great day. Hope you make it a great day. And if you're struggling today at any time, or you get lost of focus or distracted, grab whatever it is that you need to grab. For me, I grab this little smiley face and I squeeze it to give myself a little charge and to get back to that focus place, what's most important, what I want most. So, team, before I wrap up, I'll say the same thing I say every time. Make sure you touch someone today. Make sure that you reach out to someone today, someone you haven't talked to in a while. You never know when that particular person, that particular reach out is going to be great for someone. Reach out to your in-laws, reach out to your significant other, reach out to an old friend from back in the day, reach out to someone that inspired you back in the day. Let them know. Reach out to someone who's older than you, who was a mentor to you. Let them know how much you appreciate them from back in the day. And whatever you do today, team, let's go spread some positive energy out there in the world. Make it happen, whatever it is you're up to. So this is Matt Drinkon, your Eternal Optimist, host of the Eternal Optimist podcast, and a pro advisor coach. Make it a great day, team. Love you all. Take care. Bye. Okay, let's see. We're going to shut off the YouTube first in stream because this is only like day 3 or 4 on YouTube.